Yeah, hello everyone. I want you to show the tool I've just made for my Subis ABC favorites ABC collection tool, which will gives a heads up or a heads up start when you want to organize your library. So I made this ABC instrument filter, which is a tool where you can specify instruments or not only instruments but also the features it provides. So what's the tonal range of the instrument, if it's full chromatic or if you can only play specific notes on that instrument within that range, and what keys are preferred to play on that instrument, which is especially in my cases, I'm mostly playing drone instruments like bagpipes or the hurdy-gurdy. Um, Very useful. Um, so I don't want to change anything here. You can specify your own instruments. These instruments shown here are added by default, um, but they can be removed and you can specify your own, of course. And to demonstrate this little tool, I want to also add one instrument, which is the hurdy-gurdy. Let me just type in. Let me specify more or less good range for that instrument. It's full chromatic. It has 2 octaves. Mine has a little bit more, but in general, it has 2 octaves or somewhat or whatever. And I prefer to have my sheet music in G or C for that instrument. Um, so that's all. I don't need to specify anything special like with the where you can have tunes when they are played all time in a specific range. It's not that nice to play, which can be specified here. Yeah, for example, for the Cornemuse de Centre when you are overblowing it. Um, yeah, well, nothing to do here. And that's basically for the hurdy-gurdy. And for my own sanity, I want to go with this in German as I want to have the names in German in my tool. Then I can define the folders. I already opened them, which ones I want to use. So I have a big ABC folder with tons of ABC music downloaded over ages. This one is especially a file I made myself. Most of the files in here are typed in by myself from my teacher's sheet music, or but also other sources, of course. And I want to add all APC files from this folder. So I just add that here, go here. So it will not show the files because it's selecting the folder. And I want to have the output here, which is currently empty. And yeah, it's about 1,000 tunes, I would say. And when I start the analysis with that few tunes, it's pretty quick. It's already done. You have a log where you can see what for what defined instruments he found tunes that could be played. Uh, and he also identified a few duplicates. As I did this already for testing, I recognized I have typed in several tunes a few times because I didn't remember that I had typed them already in the past. So you can see here this removal of the tunes that are possibly to be played on the Hümmelchen, for example. The Hümmelchen with keys has a higher range, but all those 881 tunes does not need to be added extra once again for this one. Same goes with the Bohemian Bock, which deducts, I think is the word, these 205s because they already exist. So this is the tool, and here I've got a folder now with the date, and here I see um, all the tunes in one file, but I also see the ABC file separated. So this tool could be used standalone and is not mandatory to be used with my ABC library. So I have now, when I open, let's open this smaller file here, uh, all tunes that are possibly to be played on a Bohemian Bock, and I would say all of those will be in F major or maybe F minor, uh, depending on the tune. All of them will be in F major. Uh, Only the first voice is taken, what has been taken into consideration. Sorry for my English. Um, to be used. So if there are multiple voices, only the first voice will be used for this tool. Um, yeah, you see all of them are now uh, in F, or at least the ones I click you can see. Uh, and they all can be played on the Bohemian Bock. You will, for example, not find a single tune which has a D1 in the very first voice, because this one cannot be played on a regular Bohemian Bock. Oh, that's one. Cool. It doesn't matter. So um, in addition to these ABC files, I also have this JSON file, which you can use in the ABC library. As you can see, there are 0 tunes. This is currently basically as it is when you install it fresh, so nothing is yet added. You could add a folder. You could add a folder with ABC, which I can demonstrate now. I will add this folder here, which we used before for the other tool. I can scan it, and it found a few tunes. Basically the same tunes as here, of course. I can see them, I can play them. Uh, some tags are already found automatically because Century. Um, Not only some tags, collections had been made. This can be edited. Centuries had been made. Dances has been made according to the R field from the ABC files. So if I click here, I find all the polkas, or all the files that had been defined, or all the tunes that had been defined as polkas, uh, and also origin. So yeah, I can select how many voices I want to see, or tunes with that many voices I want to see, free voices, or and of course also the um, keys. Uh, but I don't have any instrument yet, so I could make the instruments myself here, add an instrument, and then assign the tunes to this instrument. But to do that with an old file that has a lot of tunes already, that's annoying. Hence, I made the other tool. So I can delete that. I don't want that. Uh, so I can now undo what I did. So when I remove this folder, I can always move the folder. I can edit the location, so it's not lost. But when you remove the folder, uh, the entries will be removed. So you can edit it, you can move the folder. It also works when the folder is not available. But when you remove it, all assigned tunes to it will also be removed from the database. So, but I also want to clear my library. I want to clear all instruments, they are none, and I want to clear all tags because tags had been generated. And now I go back here, and as maybe you remember, I have this JSON file here, and I have this button import instrument package, which is basically such a file. And now I get something else. So now I see already the instruments. I see a few less tunes because it identified the duplicates. Duplicates. Um, and I can select my tunes. And the first thing you might see is this orange +7 semitones, +5 semitones. That means the tune is transposed for this instrument in this database. So the tune only exists once when I click here. I can see it's assigned to Drehleier, Dreibrümmchen, Hümmelchen, and Schäferpfeife. Basically, the hurdy-gurdy, the shepherd's pipe, and the German small pipe. Oh, no, sorry. Basically, all of them could share the same key, but it seems for Hümmelchen, yeah, no, the Hümmelchen does not share the same key. So as you can see, different transposes are used for different instruments automatically. So this one is G Doric, I think. Also for the shepherd's pipe, it's G Doric. For the hurdy-gurdy, it has chosen C Doric because it's easier to play probably. I would need to verify that. And for the Hümmelchen, it's basically an octave lower to play, it has chosen D Doric. Um, so don't mind this C sharp. My Hümmelchen can play a C sharp. If yours can't, you can define that in the tool, and then it will not assign this tune to your Hümmelchen. Yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to show about this ABC instrument filter to give a heads up start for the ABC library to add your tunes. Yeah, when I go to instruments, I have my instruments here. I can rename them, I can delete them, I can activate or deactivate them if I don't want to see them for whatever reason. I can edit all the found origins. For example, Vereinigte Staaten von Amerika. I want to have it called the USA, and I see, oh, it's an alias already, USA. No problem. I rename it USA. Now it's called USA. But now Vereinigte Staaten von Amerika is an alias. Then I have these collections which are automatically generated when you import such a JSON file. It's when there is a similarity for at least 6 tunes in the informations of the ABC code, it will generate a collection which could make sense or which could not make sense. For example, the English Dancing Master is the same as Playford, and basically I can do here the same. I'll just rename it to Playford. Yes, I want to merge. And when I go to Playford now, I have here also the alias. So this can be bound. Yeah, this can be put together. Then I have some regions here, for example, for Austria, Carinthia, or Upper Austria, or Salzburg, or Vienna. So I could delete them, or I could move them to origin. And here I can set, if I want to, of course, I don't have to. I can't rename it. No. Doch. I can rename it to Österreich, and I can do the same. I can merge this, and now it's contained within Austria. So I mean the tune could be already had been there, because sometimes both the county plus the country is mentioned in my files, but who knows. Yeah, then you have the dances, then you have the century. The century is defined in the uh, app, and I just see that despite it's set to English, the century is here in German, but nevertheless, this can be changed. So let's just keep it for this video. um, yeah, so I guess that's it. 15 minutes passed. I hope you like it.